The Legacy of the Man of Steel, The History of Superman. Take a step back in time with us as we journey through the history of Superman, the superhero who started it all. From comic book panels in the 1930s to blockbuster movies and international recognition, Superman has remained a beacon of hope and an embodiment of justice for nearly a century. Whether you're a lifelong fan who grew up with the Man of Steel or a curious newcomer ready to learn his story, let's explore how Superman became the world's greatest superhero and an inseparable part of pop culture history. Superman's story began during one of the bleakest periods in modern history, the Great Depression. In 1938, as the world grappled with economic despair, two teenagers from Cleveland, Ohio, Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster, introduced a character that would redefine fiction forever. With his appearance in Action Comics 1, Superman became the first superhero, a champion for the oppressed, and a man of extraordinary abilities in an ordinary world. Siegel and Shuster envisioned Superman as an alien refugee from the doomed planet Krypton who, despite his otherworldly powers, dedicated himself to protecting humanity. With his iconic costume featuring the bold S on his chest, a red cape and blue tights, Superman was instantly unique. His dual identity, Clark Kent, the shy reporter, and Superman, the daring superhero, added a relatable human element that captivated readers. Superman was more than a new comic character. He was a symbol of hope during tough times. For people struggling with poverty, unemployment, and despair, Superman came to represent the possibility of overcoming challenges and standing up for what's right. Superman didn't just change the comic book world, he built it. Before Superman, the idea of a superhero didn't exist. His traits, moral integrity, superhuman strength, the dual identity, became the template for countless heroes to follow. While his powers made him larger than life, it was his values that defined him. In an era of political unrest and societal upheaval, Superman represented unwavering goodness. He fought for truth and justice, becoming the moral compass of a generation, a role he still embodies. Superman's popularity exploded during the golden age of comics in the 1940s. As World War II raged, Superman became a wartime symbol of American ideals. He fought saboteurs, crooked businessmen, and even Axis powers in stories that lifted spirits and provided a comforting escape from harsh realities. Beyond comics, Superman expanded to radio, film, and TV. The radio show The Adventures of Superman 1940 introduced iconic phrases like up, up, and away and expanded his lore. For many, hearing Superman's thrilling rescues over the airwaves made him a household name, ensuring that fans across all age groups could be part of the Superman phenomenon. The 1950s and 60s brought significant changes. Superman entered the Silver Age of comics, a period known for its imaginative, large-scale stories and science fiction elements. This era deepened his backstory, introducing Krypton as a rich, lost world. We learned more about his parents, Jor-El and Lara, who sent him to Earth in hopes of giving him a brighter future. New supporting characters such as his cousin Supergirl, the mischievous imp Mr. Mxyzptlk, and the megalomaniacal villain Brainiac enriched Superman's world. Even his powers grew during this time. He gained abilities that bordered on godlike, like shooting miniature versions of himself from his hands. Yes, really. This was also the period when Superman's greatest nemesis, Lex Luthor, evolved into a brilliant and morally complex villain. Lex wasn't merely a mad scientist anymore. He became a symbol of human ambition, greed, and envy, contrasting with Superman's altruism. By the mid-20th century, Superman had firmly established himself as a cultural icon beyond comic books. The 1950s TV series Adventures of Superman, starring George Reeves, brought the character to life for millions of viewers. Superman also leapt onto the silver screen with the groundbreaking Superman. The movie, 1978, directed by Richard Donner and starring Christopher Reeve. Christopher Reeve's portrayal remains one of the most beloved representations of Superman, balancing the hero's godlike power with Clark Kent's endearing humility. Through these adaptations, Superman became not just a character, but a symbol transcending the comic medium. As time passed, Superman faced challenges staying relevant in an increasingly mature and darker comic book landscape. Enter the death of Superman in 1992, one of the biggest events in comic book history. The storyline saw Superman battle the monstrous Doomsday, leading to his temporary death that shocked fans worldwide. This bold narrative not only reinvigorated interest in Superman comics, but highlighted his importance. His death reminded readers what Superman stood for: hope, perseverance, and a commitment to doing good, even in the face of overwhelming odds. The subsequent storyline, Reign of the Supermen, showcased his triumphant return, cementing his status as a timeless hero. As the 21st century unfolded, writers and filmmakers grappled with keeping Superman relevant amid shifting societal values. With modern audiences favoring gritty, morally ambiguous heroes, Superman's idealism sometimes seemed at odds with popular tastes. Films like Zack Snyder's Man of Steel, 2013, reimagined Superman as a more conflicted figure, grappling with questions of identity and belonging. While this portrayal sparked debates among fans, it also underscored Superman's ability to adapt to new interpretations while staying true to his core message. Superman has also become a metaphor for broader themes, such as immigration and alienation. As an outsider who uses his strength to protect his adoptive world, Superman reflects the struggles and triumphs of immigrants worldwide. One of the most fascinating aspects of Superman's history is his relationship with Batman. The two heroes have long represented opposite ends of the moral and stylistic spectrum. While Batman operates in the shadows and often bends the rules, Superman is an open-book hero who believes in the system. Superman is more than a character, he's an idea, an immigrant from Krypton raised by simple farmers in Kansas who grows up to be humanity's greatest protector. At his heart, Superman is Clark Kent, a man who loves his adopted parents, works a 9-to-5 job, and wrestles with balancing his responsibilities as both a hero and a human. He also stands as a reflection of our collective hopes and dreams. Whether as a wartime hero, a silver screen sensation, or a symbol of morality in a gray world, Superman represents our best selves. As we look back on the incredible history of Superman, it's clear that his legacy is not just rooted in his amazing powers or his epic battles. His true greatness lies in his heart, his ideals, and his ability to inspire hope across generations. While the world around him has changed, Superman's core values of truth, justice, and perseverance have remained constant. For comic book fans and casual viewers alike, Superman's story is a reminder that heroes can be a force for good, one act of kindness at a time. As the Man of Steel continues to soar through new stories and challenges, one thing is certain: he will always stand for hope, just as he did when he first appeared on that iconic 1938 cover. And that is why Superman will forever be the greatest superhero of all time.